you know, further down the line in July. I'm Pam, and I welcome you to this week's reading. I hope that I'm speaking loud enough for the recording, but I wanted to change the scenery a little bit. I do like standing up and being active and speaking and so forth, but I want to switch it up for the viewers, just to let you guys know that I'm not always like in your face. Well, I am, but like in different ways. Hence the different location. Plus, I've been trying to find better ways to spread the cards and still engage with you. So I feel like if I have my table here and then you here, then I can connect without, you know, finagling with the different mirror views and things of that nature. So it should be quite interesting in July for those of us who are trying to fine-tune finding our purpose. This is an excellent time to take risks for yourself, especially if you're able to, with your time, with your finances, with your confidence, all of that. You know, this is the time to take the risk, because you know when is the better time? There is no better time to take a risk for yourself. Like, we should have did more in June, but we did what we possibly could, considering like we were still letting go of a lot of the toxicities that were going on from our past lives, and leaving the lessons from this life. You know, some tough relationship lessons, some tough career switches, like just slapping you in the face with where you thought you'd be forever. So it's been a lot of emotional healing that's been going on in June. So July has provided, you know, all this wonderful extra energy to kind of like boost you up, get your confidence back up there, let you know how awesome you are. And, you know, the universe is always supporting you with everything that you want to do. Unfortunately, it supports you even if it's not the best thing to do, because it's objective. Like, whatever you focus on is what you get. So a part of my purpose is to hopefully, you know, through these messages every week, give you a focal point that is of hope and purpose and passion and fun and love and joy. Even when things may seem like they're getting a little thick at times, it's nothing that we haven't already gone through before or won't get through this time. So look at this. Because this is what happens when you get really cute bracelets. They get stuck on everything. So this week, I am not going to use the unicorn deck. I'm going to use Soul's Expression cards. They're love cards, and they are not for romantic readings. I chose them because this is a very pivotal time for everything that is of light. Just as far as creating more of it, tipping the scales of collective consciousness, ascending, you know, past the third into the fifth, and so forth. So I'm going to shuffle these up, and as always, I will have it like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay? And our intent with these, so these cards are a little bit different. They are not general, but they just cover different aspects of your life, where if you could spend more time acknowledging them, accepting them, it creates more healing, which creates more space for you to do the things. Whoa! I had to feel the seeds fall out. Kindness, vision, and self-love. So we'll see if they come out again in the spread. And so yeah, like if there's something that you're working on, don't give up. You know, if what you're working on has hit like a rock in a hard place, refocus on something that is more fluid for right now, because maybe the energy and the time that you have right now could be better spent doing something else, and then coming back like a cycle, like cycles, to that other project, endeavor, or goal. It should be very fluid when, you know, when the universe is supporting you. So, oh, look, they're going all over the place. I guess it must be time to lay the cards. Okay. So for everyone this week, on Monday and Tuesday, we just want to know, the best way to move throughout our week, in the beginning of the week, today and tomorrow. The best way vibrational holds frequencies that we can focus on for Wednesday and Thursday, and how we should round the week out so that we're always moving towards what we want most. And everyone wants something different. So I'll just say what we want most from our heart center. Monday and Tuesday. Oh, commitment. Let me see if I can bring that up. Can you see that? These are beautiful cards. Okay. So commitment. You dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is your essence of your very being. So that's, to me, speaks to authenticity. Whatever you guys are working on, even if it's a relationship, career change, project, purpose, authenticity is absolutely pivotal. Understand that you are not supposed to replicate what somebody else has done. If you are going to bother to create, you have to do it from your heart center so that whatever message is coming out of you comes out originally the way it's supposed to. It's nice to have those who inspire us and those who, we want to emulate, but it has to truly come from source within us. Okay, and you have to commit to doing that. So as you're working on what you're working on, it's okay to look around at the people who are doing the same thing, but don't be swayed by how they're doing it. Be inspired to add it to your own and still keep your own yours. So Monday and Tuesday, commit to yourself. Like, I know that I am a ball of love. Everything that comes from me is from love, especially with the intent to be of service, with the intent of being in love, or whatever it is that you're working on. It has to come from that which is inside, that self-love. You have to commit to that. Don't deviate and start being like what you see, because then you'll be like everybody else. You won't leave your mark the way you're supposed to, okay? Leave your mark the way you leave your mark. Monday and Tuesday. Okay. Wednesday and Thursday. Respect, okay? You value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. So like when you're creating something, not everyone is going to agree with what you're doing, how you're doing it, because they're always going to gauge it to here's what the card looks like. Respect. There must be a coming soon. So like, not everyone's going to understand why you're doing it, or like why you're pricing it the way you are, why you're designing it the way you are, why you're marketing it the way you are, why you're talking to this person the way you are, why you're engaging in this relationship the way you are. Not everyone's going to understand that. But if you are committing to yourself, then maybe choosing to talk about it, then you have to respect whatever comes out of this person's mouth. It's only coming from the perspective of how they would do it, not how you would do it. So it's like taking it with a grain of salt, this respect, just to know that, if they say something that isn't along the lines of what you want to hear, and it doesn't resonate as a message, like if it doesn't file, what I like to say is file and feel good, and resonate, then it's just not for you. You can respect it, accept it, thanks for your opinion, and we'll talk next week. Or thanks for your counsel. But remember that each person is only giving you information from their perspective. So if you're going to bother to ask in the middle of the week for some kind of opinions, respect that. Respect that it's coming from them and it's not coming from you. If you want to talk to yourself, talk to yourself. That's, one of the ways that you should be finding out your information anyway is through yourself. So, respect everyone's path. Same thing, like if you see other people doing things like that you want to do, or they are photographers and you want to be a photographer, respect all the photographers. Don't look at everybody like they're a competition, because there's enough abundance for everybody. Remember that. And patience for the weekend. Okay, you are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. So are we going to rush things even though we want them right now? No, because we want them right now. What are we acknowledging? That we don't have it right now. So have the patience that for everything that you can see happening, it's happening. It's happening just as quickly and as strongly as you believe it to be, but it also must match the vibrational path of your own actions. So you can't be impatient and not be putting in the work. Whether or not it's faith, belief, visualization, vision boards, actual action steps, you have to be patient, because when it involves other people, other things, materials, all of that which is vibrating, it's a true symphony to make those happen for you. So keep your thoughts positive, keep your vibration high, keep your level of consciousness high. If you feel like you're getting irritable this month, especially around this time, make sure that you're moving your body so that you can displace and shake up that energy that becomes stagnant. It doesn't have to be music, it could be exercising, but that's my tip for July, and that's your reading for this week. Have a beautiful week. See you next week.